Welcome back. He's young, he's new, he's from Portmore, he's a singer, and his name is Javii J. He's next in our Up Next segment. Let's hear from him.
Up Next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
Exotic dancer, and that's what I want when you move your bumper, bumper. She say you can look, you can touch, but don't tell. Cause anytime you get a little touch, you are gonna melt.
Don't you say boy Javii J here with Pree Dis. Listen up for my new single Exotic, available on all platforms to be streamed. Well, Javii J is just a regular Portmore youth. Grew up listening to music, grew up in the church, and upon discovering myself, just decided to branch out to follow my other musical aspects. So I love listening to R&B, I love souls, I love dancehall music, and through music, I discovered who I am.
How do you describe your style of music?
So my style of music can be described as very different. I like to fuse R&B with dancehall. I also like to infuse tropical house, so that kind of makes me stand out from my peers. When I was going to church back in the days, I used to sing on the choir, and I guess that kind of pushed me to be on the forefront, give me a little more exposure, I guess, or a little more training to face the musical world.
I know that things are not what they seem, so I am worried. You're tempting me, all eyes on it, and I know you want me.
After the church thing, and I left high school, and I decided to find out who I am, I started to attend what we call a choir. So I was part of this big all-male choir where we traveled the island extensively and sing for like the Governor General and those type of people. So that kind of pushed me to start. And then I met up with some other producers, and through the producers, I started to take music more seriously.
In terms of producers, who have you worked with so far?
Well, so far I've worked with Chester Walker at Big R Studio, Grammy-nominated producer, so big up Chester. I also work with Ramon, who is my current manager, so those are the two producers I'm working with. And also Leo Beats, so big up Leo as well.
Girl, your body's a temple, but you want me to have the key. I don't want to end up looking sorry, but then me see a star fi crawl on your knee.
When was Exotic released, and who is the credited producer on the track?
So Exotic was released on New Year's Eve, December 31st. Also dropped the video on New Year's Day, January 1st. The producer of Exotic is Chester Walker, and Leo Beats, he made the beat. People normally know me as this kind of quiet, laid-back youth, but I decided I want to try something different. I want to show a different side of Javii J. So Exotic is a more in-your-face, braggadocious type of tune for the girl and for dance to, and you know, have a lot of fun. So people were kind of shocked about the content of it, but if you really know me, you kind of know some kind of slackish. So it was just right up my alley.
You're exotic, but I love it, and I know you're freaky, but I know that things are not what they seem, so I am worried.
I write all my music, so everything comes from the heart, everything comes from me. So I always give a piece of me in my music. So I think with that, people can know that, yeah, he's here to show who he is. You know, as cliche as it may sound, my thing is I just want people to hear my music and fall in love with me. Most people would say that their long-term goal is to go for all the Grammys or the awards or whatever, but for me, it's just, I just want people to hear me, and once I leave a piece of me with them, I know that my job is completed. So it's not about the accolades for me, it's more of me reaching people.
You're exotic, but I love it, and I know you're freaky.
It's time again to showcase the talents of our DJs and our top selectors in our Mix Master series. Check out the conversation I had with DJ Ali Patch in the gardens of the Pegasus.
Mixmasters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Welcome to our Mixmaster segment. This is your girl Milky Milk. Our Mixmaster this time will be
DJ Ali Patch.
Welcome to the show, Ali
Yeah,
Patch.
man, glad to be here. Glad.
A lot of people know about you but don't really know about you.
Yeah.
So we're going to get down into everything that's Ali Patch.
All right, no problem.
All right. How did you get involved in the whole Mixmaster?
All right, so I kind of was born into it. My father owned the Bass Odyssey, so as a child growing up, I was, I saw, him making the speaker box, and there were times that I would even sneak off into his van, and when he reached the event, he seemed like a 9-year-old son, and he's like, "Why is it that you're here? You're supposed to be home. You have school tomorrow." But I loved it so much that, yeah, I would just sneak off in his van and just appear at events.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is it having a father like that's
Wow.
just integrated in the whole dancehall culture and is one of the pioneers in the whole clash, in the whole busting of music? What is it like growing up with somebody like your father?
Wow, wonderful, fun, a lot of great advice, just a lot of excitement having popular just celebrities and famous people come by the house, and it was just really exciting. That moment of my life was fun, really
So having
fun.
him as a father, do you think that's why music called you, or did you formulate a relationship with music outside of who your father is?
No, from the day I was born, I was just brought up in a family that is just into music, because it's not just my father being co-founder of Bass Odyssey. Father Bunny, for those who know and follow Bass Odyssey history, that's my father. I also have a sister who is a singer, she's Sandy Star. I have an uncle who is a producer, Dennis Star. As a matter of fact, I have several uncles who are producers. You have Dennis Star, Duke Records, and I also have an uncle who had a band called Japassos, who used to do all the backing for all the major events. So music, also Aquarius Records, that's my auntie and uncle Herman.
What was the first piece of musical equipment that you bought?
That I bought?
With your own money,
with
that
my
daddy
own
never
money?
give you?
Okay, because a lot of the things I got I inherited from like when they're changing out equipments. But my first equipment that I bought would be my controller, my Pioneer controller.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people play music, but and a lot of people don't know how to mix.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't know that like it's all boils down to the beats per minute.
Yeah.
Did you have to teach yourself anything about the beats per minute? How did you learn how to mix? How did you hone your craft?
All right, so my father, he was the one who broke it down for me and showed me exactly how to mix and beat. But with practice, I became perfect, and I also emulated some of the greats. I like a couple of the styles that I saw them doing, and I practiced.
Who are those greats that you emulated?
Glamour G, Squingy, Delon.
Squingy, big up Squingy.
Delon as well, because when it comes to scratching, that was,
he was bar none. When you were coming up, he was the number one.
Right.
A lot of people see you and think that the eye patch thing is just a gimmick because you want to call yourself Ali Patch. But they don't really know that you had cancer when you was 3.
Yeah, when I was 3, I had cancer, so I couldn't see out of this eye. And when I cry, as a child growing up, I would only cry out of this eye. This eye doesn't produce tears, and the eye produces tears naturally to clean the eye. Right. So the doctor always gave me eye patch to wear, but I didn't want to wear it because I was afraid my friends at school would tease me and call me a pirate. So I didn't want to wear it. But when Delana came out with his eye patch, and I was like, okay,
he made it cool.
He made it cool. So.
What advice advice would you give the upcoming mix masters for the future?
Always evolve. Always study your craft. Practice makes perfect. And not because you play the top 10 songs and mash up the party, it don't mean that people actually rate it, because the songs actually do the majority of the work. Always take charge, very important.
Thank you for coming to talk to me
No
in the
problem.
gardens of the Pegasus.
Yeah, which I play here every Friday.
Yes, you do?
Yeah.
What is the name of that event?
It's called Lime Fridays.
All right, check out Lime Fridays every Friday with DJ Ali Patch right here in the gardens of the Pegasus. This is your girl Milk, and this has been Mix Master, baby. Chicka, 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 chicka.
Mad.
Kingston about to give somebody a 6. When we come back from the break, it's our Pon the Fire segment. 6.
Rayan never feel we culture. Yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah. Share it. I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we red feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor rear rum, a celebration time. I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaica the culture. Rayan nephew overproof, and we just a do it for the culture. Drink responsibly.